Welcome back to the Virgo Channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Roles can be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates. Also want to thank all my old and new subscribers. Thank you. And thank you for all your comments and your likes and your shares, your subscribes. Keep them coming. I love them. I love the love. Definitely appreciate you. Just wanted to let you guys know that. And if you're new to the channel, know that this is a shadow healing channel. So I do look at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows here. They play it as karmic themes. And the reason why is because a lot of times that's who you're connected to. You're connected to a karmic, not a soulmate. I mean, all karmic mates actually are soulmates, but not the soulmate that you think. You know, we all tend to think, oh, soulmate, that's my person, my dream person. And understand that there is no such person that's perfect. There is your person, however, but you don't know who that person is the first time you meet that a person that you have a spiritual connection with, because there's many different types of spiritual connections. And so it's really important to know what you're dealing with, what kind of soul relationship you're dealing with. And you're able to see that by not just the person's behaviorisms, but understanding why a person does what they do. And most importantly, why are you attracting who you're attracting into your life, and how are you contributing to the undesirable life experiences that are playing out. It's to understand what you're doing. Because again, the law of attraction works. It's not that it doesn't, but we can get in our own way. We can again be holding on to a cognitive dissonance, which is the exact opposite core belief that makes us actually repel what it is that we want away from us. So understand why you're doing what you're doing and how to break karmic cycles that keep you stuck in a place of, disempowerment, a place of feeling like that there's something wrong with you. Healing is integrating the shadow aspects of ourselves so that we can again be whole. That's what it is. When you heal yourself, that's what you're doing. You're integrating these fragmented parts of self. And fragmented parts of self, parts where we've disassociated from, detached from, where we don't remember parts of ourselves. And so we create masks and illusions to make up for what we feel is lacking, when really, again, there's many different perceptions of a situation. Being stuck in a limited perception of your situation is actually what keeps you stuck in a place of disempowerment. There's many different realities that play it at one time. Changing your perception allows you to actually shape shift your entire energy situation to create a completely different outcome. So again, you are the creator of your reality. You are the alchemist of your life, meaning you're just the healer of your life. Understanding what you're doing allows you to change. Understanding why you're connected to someone that's doing what they're doing, why they're doing it. A lot of times we see that it doesn't really even have anything to do with us. And that allows us to deal with the situation completely different also, because then we're not taking things personally. So there's no emotional trigger, so we don't react. And when we don't react, we get a completely different outcome, different response from the person that we're dealing with, which is what gives us the completely different outcome that we're used to when dealing with a certain person. So we'll see again how what I just said, whether anything that I said relates to anything in the reading. A lot of times it does. Now, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you have to be open to getting a shadow reading. You need to like the video. You need to subscribe to the channel. And you also have to know that all readings that I do, I'm giving them away. And so they're always done on YouTube. They're always done live. So if you want your reading to be private, just write me all your questions out and then email me them the day before your reading. Say you want it to be private. I'm never going to say your name. You'll know it's your reading because I'm going to send you the link. So you'll get the link so you'll know. You'll be the only one that gets the link to your email. So you'll know that it's your reading. So we can do it discreetly, but I believe in spiritual law. What's best for everyone, what's best for me. I get to display the channel. You get the free reading, and whoever that falls upon the reading that resonates with the message, well, they get to benefit too. And that's why I do it that way. All right. So let's see what the word of the video is. Well, that just kind of flew out. I'm not going to take it though, because I feel like I didn't shuffle enough. I want to shuffle a little bit more. Da, da, da. Little shuffle action. Cards are so stiff, but nevertheless, that was a good pull. Fear, fear, fear. Ah. I feel like you're connected to someone that is like scared stupid, like literally, that they're not doing anything. They don't know what to do. They know that they ruined this connection with you. They know that. It's like I feel like they never intended for like you and them to not talk ever again. That's not, it's almost like they can't believe they almost feel like it got so blown out of proportion. They don't even remember what the argument was about anymore. And everything's in perspective. And I think everything's in perspective because I also feel like this person has a bunch of different tower moments going on in their life right now. So they're like, don't even really know how they got to where they got within their life. They're not liking their life. And it's again, they don't trust anybody. And they don't trust anybody because every single person that this person winds up getting close to winds up really like fucking this person up. Like if you're like stabbing this person in the back, there's an energy of that your person, like I'm gonna call him your person, but the person that's tapped into you, I should say, is someone that like it comes across very arrogant, comes across as if they don't really care, comes across a little bit cold, and so I feel like people take revenge on them. I feel like people take revenge on them because they act like they don't care. And then they also don't have good character. So people that they have gotten close to, and when those people could be not just, you know, lovers and friends, but even feel like family members, relatives. Like this is a common karmic theme that continues to play out with your person, that everyone turns into the bad person. Everyone turns into the bad person where they keep like reliving like betrayal. But I feel like again, they don't realize how they're contributing to that. They just see like people like going like ruining their life all the time. And like I said, them not really understanding why. And I don't know why I'm feeling this, so I'm just going to say it. I feel like they grew up in an environment where they were raised by parents that just didn't treat them right. Did like continually crossed boundaries, continually did things to like that like hurt. And, you know, they always accepted them back, always pretended like nothing happened. So I feel like they grew up in an environment where they dealt with betrayal over and over and over and over and over again, to the fact that, it wasn't even seen as betrayal. It was like the norm. It was like, oh, it's normal that, you know, my mother or father steals money from me. It's normal that, my parent does drugs. It's normal that my parent touches me. Like, I mean, that kind of stuff. Like betrayal, and betrayal at a young age is severe betrayal when we're talking about not feeling safe. It's like whether or not it's emotionally safe or physically safe, you know, the child self really doesn't know the difference. This person keeps reliving that energy again, where everyone turns into the bad person, the people that are closest to them. So I feel like they were too afraid to give you a relationship because, again, I have feelings for you, but what are you gonna? You're gonna like ruin my life, like all the others, which I didn't really. I either had feelings for, but maybe not as deep. They ruined me. What would you do to me? You would completely like again pulverize my life. There's a sense of that, and maybe like because again, there's a very strong spiritual connection that you and this person have. So again, that's as close as this person has ever like really experienced to like emotionally. ESP is through the heart and mind. So there's a big emotional connection, and this person has problems emotionally. They have problems expressing themselves. They have problems acknowledging their feelings. They have a problem. So it's again, so they always again tend to come across very self-righteous, like judging other people harshly, not showing any vulnerability, never being compassionate, just always acting and always like trying to people feel like always trying to get over, deceiving. And it is because they're always strategizing because they're never in their heart. They're always again in the survival mind, in the fear-based mind. And it's because again of all the betrayal that they've gone through within their life, and they haven't healed from it. They're still walking around with that energy, which is again very hostile energy. And it's really because they're like, well, I know eventually it just ends in all disappointment. So I'd rather just neglect it, neglect the connection altogether, neglect myself from actually experiencing the love, neglect you from actually even being with you because I don't want to see how bad it can turn into because they've already ended the relationship before the relationship has ever even started because they just feel like situation is hopeless. And it's because the same things keep happening. It's the same karmic cycle. So that it's like I have feelings for you, but it's like I don't trust myself to actually be in a healthy relationship. That's what this person's living. So they made you like feel like, like they didn't include you. They excluded you, felt like left you out. And sometimes again, you didn't even feel like this person even acknowledges you, takes you into consideration. Yeah, well, the thing is, if they're ignoring you 100% and they're not ignoring anyone else 100%, well, then again, are singling you out, but it's like intentionally, and that's what I feel like you knew. You're like, it's like I know that they're deliberately doing it, deliberately trying to get underneath my skin, deliberately trying to get a reaction out of me because they're deliberately trying to like just leave me out of it, everything. It's a form of stonewalling, gaslighting. And so I feel like, again, this person was doing it more to neglect themselves because every relationship that they've been in again turned sour. So they realize it's something that they're doing. And so, and it is something that they're doing. I mean, it showed up in the reading that this person's shady, that this person, does things not really on the up and up, that this person, it comes across a little bit cold. They act like they don't care. They act self-righteous. They judge other people. But I feel like that's more of a facade that they create where they come across again self-righteous, but that's them overcompensating for the insecurity that they feel. But again, like I said, it was a mask. And I feel like you got tired of the mask. You're like, I know that you're always wearing a mask. It's like, I don't know who I'm dealing with. And like I said, you feel like the mask was exposing like lies. And it was because that anyone that wears a mask, they're not coming from their true self. This person was deliberately excluding you and leaving you out so you wouldn't get to know them. So emotionally, you would have a harder time like building emotional bond to them. So they would deliberately, like, again, making sure that making it difficult for you to build that emotional connection, making it like almost impossible for them to build the emotional connection. But the problem is the emotional connection, it was already there because there's a spiritual connection that's unexplainable. This person doesn't like you're not in control. Unfortunately, it's like you walked into a place, you met this person, they met you, and it just happened. It's like that's how it happens. There's no rhyme, there's no reason. It's like, and so this person um is having a little bit of a hard time with that because normally they can control it. Normally emotionally they're not affected, they're affected, which is why they overcompensate in trying to show you how little they care. It's like, no, I don't want you to see how much I really do care. So I'm gonna deliberately exclude you. And the reason why is because all my relationships don't work out. I know it's something that I do. I know it's something that I do. And I feel like a lot of people call this person a narcissist. And I feel like at this point, they're like, maybe I am. All I know is that normally I don't care. But this person does care. And they do care because they're like, I know that you're like over it, like that you're not gonna deal with it anymore, and they doubt quite highly that you're going to even take them back at this point, and they know that they have feelings to you because normally they don't care, and they're sad about it. They're sad. Like normally they're not affected, like I said. So they're in a place of that, and I feel like um again, you just felt like forgotten about, where it's like, well, at any time they can come and they can talk to me and they can fix it. So this person's also like is very prideful. So even though they're lonely, they're very prideful. And so and they have a lot of anxiety because they're not used to having to come back and apologize and fix things. So I feel like they're really they're sad. They're a little angry because they have to come back and apologize. But I also feel like they just that and part of that is the anxiety of feeling again um all the different emotions for you, and then not really wanting to be in a relationship, knowing you want to be in a relationship, knowing you deserve to be in a relationship. However, they don't even know what a healthy relationship looks like. No relationship ever works out, and it's almost like I can't afford to lose anything else. And then, like you said, the worry and the anxiety from like overthinking about the issue is making them not do anything at all, is making them, like you said, neglect their own needs and neglect really the connection. Yeah, what this person again, all the same thing over and over and over again, which is like this person just left you out, like it just deliberately like that's all we see is lonely and lonely, like that's all we see, and forgotten about, like this person deliberately like did not give this connection anything. They excluded you from everything, and that's the mask. Because they, again, actually wanted to come a little bit like across like they were a narcissist. They wanted to actually scare you away. They didn't want to build that emotional connection. And the problem is, connection already had one because it's a spiritual connection. So now that this person did all that, and why they did all of it. Let's go deeper what they really feel. Our mission is to be unconditional love. Clearing our programming is necessary part of opening our heart. So this person, whether they know it or not, like you've come into their life like to help them open up their heart. And I feel like you might say, like, well, they like opened up my heart. Well, I think again, by the way that they acted to you, definitely triggered you. Now, again, unless we have wounds, we can't get triggered. So there were certain things that were blocking your heart from being fully open that this person brought to a head. Possibly because of, again, repeated behaviors that you've already lived through, which would be what the trigger would be, and where, again, you would need to look at those wounds because it's clearing the program, and the program would be not lovable. I'm not deserving of love. I can't have love. It's like I don't emotionally get what I need. So again, clearing those programs. So that's what it's all about. It's like more than that this person, however, this is a soulmate connection. It's just I believe that when a person is not evolved, and if they're walking around with a mask and they're not emotionally intelligent, then they're not evolved enough to be like a soulmate twin flame. That's like your divine counterpart. They're not there yet. However, they would be coming into your life, like I said, to help clear the karmic programs, to help open up your heart, which would need to happen. It needs to happen regardless, because when our heart is opened, we're co-creating successfully. We're giving and receiving of love through the passions that we have within life. We're interactive. That's what we're here to do. We're here to give and receive of love, be expressions of love. If our heart is blocked because we're so wounded, because of past hurts and people in our life that's betrayed us, which is what's happened with this person, that their heart is completely blocked because, again, of those, every single past relationship is just shit. So it would, because again, that's their story. It's not really that it's shit, it's that they need to learn what they keep doing. So again, this person just would rather not be in a connection with you. They try to avoid it because, again, it requires them to dig deep, and it makes them have to look at all their past relationships that didn't work out and experience that pain altogether and really learn. I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. So again, this person knows that they didn't give you anything, that and that they didn't treat you well, that they're realizing how that looks. I think at the time they weren't really looking at how it was coming across. All they were looking at was, I don't want to, I don't want to build an emotional connection to you. I don't want you to have that power over me. It's like, I don't want that type of connection. It doesn't work out for me. That's all this person was thinking. Now it's almost like the time has gone by. It's like, and they're like, feel horrible because it's, again, they've never experienced love like this before. The depth of it is like inspiring, but it's overwhelming, and it's overwhelming because it makes them have to dive deep within inside of themselves. And they don't like that. It makes them feel very uncomfortable. It makes them feel like, like they have to relive all their past experiences. They have to, they're being confronted with things that they really need to heal in order to be into a new relationship. This person would rather not do any of the healing, get into another relationship, but again, not build an emotional connection. So be able to do whatever the fuck they want, meaning come in, come out, like be non-committal, have everything their way or the highway, and and have the relationship work out. This is like, you weren't putting up with that. That's why this person was like, well, I'm not going to give you anything at all, and they starved you out. So they were like, well, I can't do that. And now, like you said, it's, if anything, they're the ones that are lonely. They're the ones that like it said, are being forced to look at everything. They're going through emotional and physical ascension symptoms. You're like, it's almost like a dark night of the soul, right? Awakening to the fact of, like, look what they're doing. They're shutting themselves off from love, from having love, from being in a relationship. They're thinking that they can control themselves from never being in love, never falling in love. You cannot control love. Love is the energy of the universe, and love is the universe. Love is the energy of God, because God is the universe. Like, you can't control the universe. It's like it's impossible to, but again, this person tried to go control it. And so it's like right now they need rest and space, to get a higher perspective, to release the old energy. And the old energy is of fear. It's, again, they need space and rest to be able to look at things, because, like, from a different perspective, because it's like they're almost blocked, and the block is, I have feelings for you. I would love to be in a relationship with you, but I don't know how to be in a relationship with you without being vulnerable, and I'm not going to be vulnerable. I'm not going to get hurt again. That's not going to happen to me. And I've never experienced a love like this before, like that's deep, that I, don't have any control over, that 1 second I'm happy that it's over, and then the next second I'm worried that you're not going to take me back. It's like, and that I always return back to, like, just again having unconditional love for you, regardless of being angry, regardless of how I feel. and they're realizing that they can't control it. And I think that makes them feel even more lonely. When I let myself go deeper into thoughts of you, I can feel my heart opening. So again, what did it say over here? Like again, this is all about clearing programs to open the heart. Again, this person's around you. Again, their heart opens. And that's because, again, they don't want to have it open, but they can't control love, And so it's again, there's a whole spiritual thing going on here where, again, like almost like your person is fighting it, like to try and protect themselves. But as they do, they're feeling more and more lonely because they're not coming from their true self, their higher self. The true self, higher self is like, I'm lonely. I would want to be in a connection. I do have feelings for you. Our love will manifest through the union of heart and mind. Expanding these areas allows our love to grow. Yeah, because there's an ESP connection through the heart and mind. So this person, again, it is a soulmate. They are a karmic mate because, again, they are past life karmic mate. Knew you in a past life, know you in this life. Again, you feel familiar. There's that spiritual connection through the heart and mind again. And so the thing is, the more that this person like feeds that, the more obviously that it would turn into a physical connection. Right now, it's like I said, they were preventing it from going into a relationship. And so at this point, they're like, they realize that when they stop controlling it, because again, there is such a strong spiritual connection, which is again is that ESP through the heart and mind. That's how you manifest things. How do you manifest? Through the thoughts that you think, the emotions that you have. This person is nonstop thinking about you, thinking about you. They don't want to think about you, but the more that they don't want to think about you, the more that they're thinking about you. They're ruminating on the situation, which is, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, but I can't help. I have feelings for you, but I don't really want to be in a relationship because this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. But the whole time they're thinking they want to be in a relationship with you. The whole time they're thinking about you. So they're manifesting you back because again, that's what they really want, but they're fighting it. And so, of course, that energy is that. It's like when they surrender their ego, because the energy is already there. They just keep getting in their own way. They just keep sabotaging the connection. They keep just looking and seeing how this connection is not going to work out. Surrender brings us together faster than resistance. Hello, this person, it's like, is resisting, and they know I need to surrender it. It's like, I can't. It's like, again, they're fighting themselves. They're fighting themselves because, again, of it. So it's almost like this person, like, knows what they need to do. They know that they need to surrender. They know that they need to look at things from a higher perspective, and that there's a spiritual connection that regardless that they're manifesting you back. They again may say, I don't know how. They know they're continuously focusing and have so much emotion towards you, and it's all about bringing you back to, again, this unconditional love. So they're in this power struggle with themselves. That's what's going on right now. But eventually love wins. You got to know that. It's like they can fight this all that they want, but eventually love wins where they would return. But let's see, like, will they sabotage it or will they ruin it? What's this person going to do? What is this person going to do? Okay, they're going to take action. Okay, it's again, it's like almost like they're gonna like almost like they get this burst of inspiration. They almost like they don't know when they're coming, okay? But they know that they're coming. They're gonna take some quick action, okay? It's like because they are very passionate about you. And so they don't really know whether or not you're going to be, it's almost like they don't care. They're not even thinking about whether or not you are going to say yes or no. And it's almost like this person wouldn't be able to think about it beforehand. They're too prideful. It's almost like they have a weak moment, it's a day, and it's like they get inspired, and just like that, they without rhyme or reason, they drop what they're doing and they make a beeline straight for your house. Or again, like find where you are. There's a sense of it's again, they just know right then and there they're gonna do that. Joker card. Um, yeah, because there's a sense of like there's a spiritual, invincible spiritual power. Like there's almost like this energy, this pure spiritual energy again that is drawing this person to you. They see your value, they see your light, they know that this relationship's of light. They actually want a commitment with you, okay? It's like that, but it's really the spiritual power, the invincible spiritual connection, which is the power that I feel like they just can't get over. They try and replace you, and it's not like they haven't met other good looking people, but it's again that connection, that spiritual power, that again, that connection through the heart and mind, that they've never felt a connection like this before. They can't duplicate it. Um, like, but it's like right now, it's like they don't, right now, as if they were to come to you right now, it's unlikely because it's like they don't even know when they're coming to you. That's why I said when they come to you, it's going to be like out of the blue. They didn't plan it. It's like they woke up, they had a bad day, they're missing you. Uh, a few other things happened, and just like that, they just decide to do it because they emotionally can't take it anymore. They mentally can't take it anymore, the separation, like because they're fighting it. Like I said, they're holding themselves back. It's not like they don't want it. They want it. They want the connection. They don't trust themselves. So again, they're fighting themselves. But the problem is that there's unconditional love here. It's like they want romance. It's an uncommon bond. It's again, that's just timeless. So it's again, past life connection. And this person lost you in a past life, I feel like, and they don't want to lose you again in this life. They feel like you're their soulmate. They feel like you're their person. So even though they're unlikely to do it now, they're unlikely to do anything that they would with you that they would have to think about. But what I'm telling you is something's just going to come over them where they're just going to take action one day. And it's again, and it's because they're lonely. It's like they're going to be very, again, lonely and felt like they were kept apart from you for a long period of time. It's making them feel very disconnected and detached, which is what they're feeling is getting worse and worse and worse, which is making them go within. And that's why I said, when you go within, you get a lot of thoughts, you get a lot of emotion. And that's why, like I said, it's making this person emotional that they're just going to take action one day, like it's out of the blue. And like I said, like I don't think it's at this very moment, but eventually, like I said, this person is already changing. It says at this time the situation outcome is likely to occur. So again, like I said, I feel like this person is fighting themselves. 1 second, it's not. And the next second, it is. But what we know is that love always wins, and this person is supposed to be in your life. This is a divine soulmate, past life soulmate, and it's to help clear the blocks that are blocking your heart, that not just this person's heart, but your heart. So we have to see, well, why did you attract this person into your life? Because, like I said, it's not like they don't have love. They do have unconditional love. They are coming back. However, with all the aggravation that they caused, with breadcrumbing, not giving you any time, holding back, being afraid to even like connect, what were you supposed to learn from that? Like, what were the inner child wounds? What wounds did it bring up? What needs to be integrated? So we're gonna pull 6 cards. Confusion, card 1. Oppression, card 2. Vulnerability, card 3. Overwhelmed, card 4. Innocence, 5. And one more. Oh, and one more. Organized chaos. Card 6. So take a peek. Let me take a peek. Well, obviously, whenever you grow up in an environment where someone is oppressing you, again, holding you down, I feel like that was emotionally, but I also believe that it was mentally, psychologically. And that was again making you feel insecure, making you feel inadequate, making you feel as if you're not good enough. And that's whenever you try to do something new, again, having it ripped apart and not being acknowledged. So oppressed is just someone that steals your energy, tries to keep your energy down, make you feel bad. And I feel like you grew up that way, and it was a parent that did that. And that's why it was really confusing. It was confusing and it was extremely overwhelming because as a child, you were really thinking, overthinking all the time. And so too much thinking creates overstimulation, which creates a lot of fear. So you didn't feel safe within yourself. You didn't feel safe within your environment. And if anything, your innocence was robbed. Yes, you learned how to navigate your life because you knew you had to. Like there was a sense of if you didn't do what that parent wanted you to do, the one that was oppressing you, keeping your energy down, well, there were consequences. So you did everything. It was like it, but it was chaotic, and it was chaotic because emotionally, you just didn't feel safe. And I feel like that's like this person not giving you any energy held your energy down, right? Same type of thing. Having someone that's connected to you that has feelings for you but isn't giving you anything is very confusing. And obviously didn't allow you to feel vulnerable at all. And if anything, you felt like the innocent of the connection got ruined. So I feel like it brought up a lot of energy, even this connection with this person do like having feelings and but fighting them, it's overwhelming. It is overwhelming because like it's making you feel certain way about yourself, and that way about yourself is not stable. It's not stable. Someone that's overwhelmed, someone that's like being oppressed, but again, someone keeping your energy down and being in a connection with someone that it's very confusing because they're not acting like they care. like I said, not allowing you to be vulnerable if they're not making you feel safe, which they're not. So they rob the innocence of the connection. So again, it's like you can make the relationship work, but it would be like it would be chaotic because it's almost like there's no rules. It would be you, the person that's doing all the work to hold the connection together, which is kind of like reliving what you grew up in. And that's, I need to follow a certain structure. I need to, follow to be loved. I need, if I'm going to be accepted, I need to, again, like allow other people to suppress my energy, allow people to oppress me, like to keep me down. And that means keep me down by belittling me, keep me down by just making me feel bad about myself. Whereas Spirit's saying it's like, no, that is again, it's like this person was psychically doing that same thing to you. So we say, well, what was the healing thing? Because like it's not like you stuck around for this. It's like it was more like you didn't understand it, wanted to know why this person did, but you didn't stick around for it while they were doing it. That's why this person knows that they would have to be different and they have anxiety about it. You took action. And that was really what is. It's like the thing is, it's like this person sat on the fence the whole time, and that's really what it was. That's what it felt like because you're like, I could feel that you have feelings for me. You tell me, or like again, give me mixed messages, but then you don't put any effort, any energy into it. So what you did was you took decisive action. That's what you did. You were like, okay, like it actually bothered you to sit there and watch this person be so indecisive, fight with themselves, not know what to do, have major anxiety about this connection that I feel like, again, you were like, well, I can't just sit here. I'm going to go and do something. I'm going to do something that stirs up my soul. And I'm not going to sit here and do it. So you showed this person like how to like act decisively. And you like had, I feel like at first you took time out to, tap into yourself, to like retreat and rejuvenate, but it was also to like connect to like yourself, to ask yourself, what is it that I really want? So I feel like you did that. You took bold action to do it. And I feel like if I'm even walking away from this person was bold action because what you were doing was saying, I don't care. Whether you're with me, whether you're not, you're sitting on the fence too long, you're too indecisive, you don't know, I'm not going to be decisive. I'm going to take bold action, even if it's to like find myself, take time out for myself to walk away and not like, and to like just take like I don't know where the future is really like leading me to, but it's going to be better than this. And I feel like you just took a bunch of small steps, like, and you didn't really know where 100% you were going. Like when you ended this connection, it wasn't like you ended it to be with somebody else, and it's not like a whole new life opened up. I just feel like you you took the bold action to walk away. And then every day you took time out to not just heal yourself, but I feel like to find yourself, to find yourself. And it's like, again, you wound up just nurturing the light within you, like to guide you in the dark, like during the dark times. So it's again, you nurtured yourself. You gave yourself the love. And I feel like you also nurturing yourself is also finding yourself, feeding yourself. And feeding yourself is taking a class, doing something that's gonna like expand your mind, like make you feel like doing something to improve yourself. It's again is the way that we also get through dark times. And I think that it was when you walked away from this person, you took a long time to heal. You took time to heal yourself, to go back into like those inner childhood wounds, not just whatever this person did. And I feel like this person brought you to that place of how you grew up. And again, when a child grows up in chaos, whether it's organized chaos or any type of chaos, they don't feel safe. They don't feel that they can be vulnerable. They don't feel like they can actually. We're supposed to be in the creative mind. We're supposed to be like think like children all the time, not just when we're children. That's why it says be like childlike in the Bible, because children don't have perceptions of how things are supposed to be. They just are accepting of how everything is. And so again, like I believe that you weren't allowed to be that. Again, because someone held your energy down, suppressed you, oppressed you. And this person was creating that same dynamic. You detached from it. You did go deep inside of you. You worked on yourself. Again, you nurtured the light within inside you. This was all about that, taking one small step at a time. That is bold action, to walk away from somebody that you have feelings for, but they're being indecisive the whole time. And to again, you dive deep within inside of yourself, and now you really know what you want. And that's the thing. So this person's coming back, but I feel like again, you went through actually a transformation. And I feel like this person coming back into your life wants to transform the connection, where again they want to create balance to the connection. That's what I feel. Are you going to take this person back? I see I feel like you're going to take this person back. I feel like there's a lot of passion between you and this person. So again, the person that I'm reading for, whoever that is, don't, if this is not you, don't think I'm not taking this person back. The person in the story, I'm saying, is somebody that I feel like again, they're like, if anything, I feel like there's a lot of passion. So, like, I feel like you're gonna still continue to find yourself. However, I do believe that you'll have like you'll have you'll have like a passionate connection with this person, whether that's a few flings, whether that's a romance, whether again they'll date you. I just feel like you're gonna stay independent. This person will stay independent, which is good, but you'll also have a relationship with this person because there's mutual like love there. There's mutual love there. You both make each other feel like youthful. There's a lot of passion. This person feels like you remind them of a little bit of themselves, how you seem very independent. They feel like they're very independent. So, like I said, they feel like it would be a good match. Okay. Um, I feel like again, you make this person feel youthful. They're receptive. Like I said, they are receptive to like a good to like to get to the connection. I feel like you're receptive to it. It's again for those reasons. Will it last forever? I don't think that'll last forever, the connection, but as far as right now, like I said, in this story, person's open to like having like a fling, like having like a physical connection, having a like a passionate connection, and maybe having it like seeing where it goes from there. But that's what it shows in the cards here. And we're gonna end it off on, and sometimes that's what it is. It's like, again, to open up the heart. It's like the connection, this spiritual connection was to open up the heart. So there is a lot of passion. There is a lot of, so I can definitely see why that would play out, but I also can see why it wouldn't be enough. But it's enough to transform both you and this person, because there's passion, which is fire, that allows you to work through the spiritual blocks that are blocking your heart, that are blocking this person's heart. And that's what Spirit said, is that's why it's serving its purpose, this connection and this story, because both parties want the connection. I just feel like, again, in the story, Virgo, this Virgo is waiting it out until like this person comes back and really lays it on the table and really gives everything. And they're going to do that. They're just don't know when they're doing it. Divine light, I am an expression of love and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonders and goodness of who I am. So again, divine light, I'm an expression of love. So what are we? We're here in physical form to learn and to manifest. We're supposed to be learning. We're not separate from love. We're supposed to be the expression of love. If you're so full of blocks due to past pain, well, then you can't be an expression of love. So what Spirit's saying is, again, you're both healing your inner child wounds, and that to help you clear your heart chakra so that you can again be the expression of love, so that you can learn more spiritual lessons, so that you can experience all the different forms of love, all the different forms of unconditional love, because unconditional love sometimes is painful, it's sometimes like ecstatic and wild, and sometimes it's mysterious. There's all different feelings and emotions, and if we are to experience ourselves like the universe is all knowing. It knows every single type of, emotion, feeling. And so we too are here to experience all those different emotions, all those different feelings. And here is again a great one of not really wanting to have an open heart all the time because we get hurt, where the universe says you don't have a choice. You need to have an open heart at all times. It's like, and learning how to do that safely and effectively is again what you're really learning, and you can learn that through being the expression of unconditional love, and then obviously connecting with other people, but then this way you won't give too much. All right, Virgo, you let me know how you resonated with this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.